Would you say this is the most personal body of work that you're about to release?
By so far, by so much. My last album and last, songs, I was talking about myself, but in more of a vague way, and I just was like keeping things more up in the air. But this album, I get really specific, and I realized about halfway through that if I'm not using the lyric that makes it obvious what I'm talking about, or who I'm talking about, or what I mean, then I'm cheating myself. Because if as a listener, I would much prefer this version. And it's like, why would I ever change it because of selfish reasons? I think as a musician, it's kind of your thing to have to put it all out there.
It's a part of the job.
It's a part of the thing, yeah.
So what motivates this idea of wanting to be more personal? Is it maturity? Because, I mean, dude, since your last album to this, next body of work, you've lived a lot of life.
Yeah.
Since the beginning of your career to now.
A lot.
Like really crucial years.
Huge, yeah.
For anybody.
Yeah.
Why was now the time to be more personal? Is it?
It is. I think it's a bit of maturity. Yeah. And it's also like, I'm only going to be 19 once, and I want to document it. And I want to like look back and remember like how I was feeling when I made that music. And, like I say, like if I don't, I'm just cheating myself. In 10 years, I'm going to wish that when I was 19, I was a little bit more personal, so I could have understood it a little better, And
I don't mean to, I'm not saying you weren't all in before, but I think now you have a new meaning of all in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you understand the responsibility of what it means to be a genuine artist.
I agree. I do. And this is my life, for the past 4 years. This is all I've done, all I've thought about. That's the only way I want it to be. It is literally what you make it, and if you don't make it how you want it, then you're gonna just regret it.
I get goosebumps having this conversation because making the internal decision to give your all to something and be 100% transparent and genuine. That is a scary decision. I made it here on the radio show.
Terrifying.
It's hard.
Very hard.
You question it
every day. That is the kind of thing that it is to be human, though, and that's why people listen to you, and that's why people listen to my music and so many artists' music, and that's why, it's funny, when you imagine people listening to music, you kind of imagine them in like a big group at a party or something, and the truth is 90% of the time it's somebody on the train with their headphones in.
It's so personal and intimate.
It's so personal. It's the most personal thing in the world. It's this too.
Yeah.
People have headphones on by themselves, you know what I mean? They're not in a party in a room like 50 people are like, hey, listen to what he just said, you know what I mean?
You're building a one-on-one relationship.
It's a relationship, and like, so imagine the way you would speak to somebody one-on-one. It's the same thing.
And there's responsibility with that.
Huge, yeah. It's being open and not like, being black and white with everybody.